of 86 points for the Regents. You need about 26 points to pass. That's a 65. Now, I say about 26 because it does change from year to year. Last 2 years, the cutoff has been a 26 to pass. And we could joke, laugh about that, but you still got to get 26. Okay? You don't get 26 points for showing up and writing your name on there. All right? You need at least 26 to pass. This is the third year we're going to give it in January. We used to give it in June. The last 2 years, we've given it in January. I've had 86 kids take it, 84 have passed. So failing is an option. Okay? It is there. Okay? And as harsh as this may sound, if you can't get 26 out of 86, that's pretty embarrassing. And I'm not talking about your math ability. Because if you don't get 26, it's not because of your math ability. It's because you're a bum. All right? If I'm putting it out there and as nice as I can. You didn't do any work to get ready for this. Okay? That's the way it is. Okay? If you can't get past this, get to the 26 points, has nothing to do with your math ability. 48 of those 86 points come from the first section that are multiple choice. 48 points. I'm telling you that because once you hit part 2, this thing should be already passed. All right? You got to try to, as much as possible, get 26 points out of those first 48 points available. Okay? That's 24 multiple choice questions. Can you get 13 or more right? Okay? And then everything else should just be icing on the cake. All right? We all good? Okay? So there's the exam. I'll talk more about it as we actually start reviewing for it. But every day I'm going to pick 1, 2, maybe 3 questions to do from an exam so you guys start getting an idea of how tough this thing's going to be. All right? So we are going to do the question 1 here first. You need a calculator. I will wait until everyone has a calculator in front of their face because a calculator will allow you to get those 26 points. You're going to pass because you know how to use the calculator. Okay? I can guarantee I can get you 12 to 14 points because you know how to use the calculator. Last thing before we do this problem. If you are absent at any time between now and when we take the Regents, you'll find your name up on the sideboard when you come in the next time, and you will see what problems you missed. You are to show me those problems sooner or later before your name gets off the board. Now, I know some of you could just look onto your friend and circle the right answer. I'm going to ask you how you got it, too. All right, that's how serious I'm going to take this review. All right, because I am not going to go through another year with just seeing one person not get by. All right, and I know our, as I saw from the quizzes, our effort level isn't the greatest in here lately. So it's going to be when it comes to this Regents exam. All right, here we go. First question, pretty solid one, huh? Look at that. You got your old E in there. Got to solve for X. We're starting off hot. All right, no joke, huh? This is question 1 out of 37. What's the value of X? I'm not solving it. This is multiple choice, isn't it? Isn't the answer already up here for X? So I'm just going to suggest you take each choice, plug it in. All right? Save ourselves the frustration. We're going to get this one correct no matter what. Now, when I say plug it in, you guys are going to live at this key right here, the store key on your calculator. You're going to live there for this Regents exam. All right? You're going to live there. So first choice, it's 0.583. So I'm going to tell the calculator 0.583. Hit the store button, and I'm going to store that in for X. Hit enter. It's stored in there. So I go back to the problem, and I type in now 87E raised to the 0.3x and see what I get out. So everyone ready here? 87. Ready for the E? This is why we need to know our calculator. This is why we're reviewing now. Above your division sign, everybody see it? Above the division sign, so I got to go second division. Raise it to the 0.3x, and your calculator is going to plug in that 0.583 for you. So you don't even have to retype it in and worry about making a mistake. 103 and change. Is that even close to what I need it to be equal to? Nope. Hey, look at that. It's not that answer. Now I'm going to store in 1.945. Store that in for X. And here's what's nice about most of your calculators, not all, most of your calculators, you can just scroll up and copy paste that 87e to the 0.3x. I'm sorry if you can't, you're just gonna have to retype it. You gotta stay for 2 hours anyway in the exam, so not going anywhere. Still not even close. All right, let's do choices 3 and 4. Here we go. Now it's not gonna come out to be exactly 5,918 because these are rounded. All right, your choices are rounded, so, but it's gonna come pretty close than the other 3. And we end up with choice 4, yep. Because you can use the calculator. I didn't need to know how to solve this algebraically. I just knew how to calculate. There's 2 points there for you already. 2 points, done. Questions there? All right, I have to skip over 2 because 2 we haven't talked about at all. That's coming up in our stats unit, last unit coming up. All right, so 3. You got x squared plus 9 and you got x plus 3. Which one would not result in a polynomial expression? There's no math here either. There's no math here. You just got to know what this is. What a polynomial expression is. That's, ready? That's anything that is added, subtracted, multiplied, or has positive exponents. That's it. Anything that can be added, subtracted, multiplied, or has positive exponents. So now that we say that and we know that, this becomes pretty easy for another 2 points, huh? Which one am I looking at? Which one? Because I'm dividing, yes. A polynomial expression, you're not dividing. Also, be aware, ready? What do you think? Expression, I'm adding. Polynomial expression, I'm adding. What's wrong with it? Yeah, it's not an expression if it has negative exponents either. All right? Guys all good? Okay, that's all I got time for today. All right, so that with your reference sheet, make sure they're always together. Do not lose them. Do not lose these. The journey to 26 points continues Monday. That is the best part of the year for me. That is the day I look forward to, is the Monday after we take the Regents exam, where I get to come in here all hyped up, proud, and let everyone know that, hopefully everyone know that they passed. I usually don't bring that up, but yeah, because I post them on Aspen too the weekend. Yeah, you'll know before you get here on Monday. Yeah, yeah, we'll probably correct them on Friday, so, and get the grades back sometime that weekend. So, yeah. So, and I'll put them on Aspen. You guys know. One year, I posted them to Aspen like a half hour before they came to class, so everyone was like walking in the hallway, looking at their phones, and then they found out. That was a class everybody passed, so it was good to do that. All right, here we go. Continuing on with probability. Also, FYI, Wednesday unit test. We're done already by Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday will be the unit test. Okay. All right, I just want to quickly review your Venn diagrams. All right, your Venn diagrams here. And I got a lot of new symbols rocking today. All right, I got a spinner, 1 through 8. What I'd like you to do in a Venn diagram that I provided is put the primes, the evens, and then the ands in between. All right, I get it. We don't remember primes, but I'll help you out. All right, I will help you out. So my first question, anybody guess where the 1 should go? I hear a prime. 2 is the first prime number you come across. So it's not prime. 1's not prime. It's not even, but I still got to put it somewhere in the. Correct. So it doesn't go in either circle. So it goes. It's not part of either set. No, it's actually inside, but yeah. Okay, let's keep going. 2. Where should I put the 2? It's even, and 2 is the first prime number. Yes, so it should go in the middle because it's prime and even. All right, what about the 3? Can only be multiplied by, it only can be divided by itself in 1. 3 is prime. How about 4? Just even. Okay, let's go now. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, everyone good? All right, let's use some new symbols now. Union. Union, also known as OR. Ready for my new symbol? This can be written as A with a little U, U for union. That's also another name for OR, B. So what numbers would be in this set here, A or B? So go look back at your Venn diagram. Look back at your Venn diagram. A or B, but not both. I'm not asking for both here. It's A or it's B. I want the numbers that are in A or B. 6, A or B. What numbers are in there? List them off. Yep. So 3 through 8. There you go. That's a good OR right there. And then we have A and B, which is the intersection. Anybody know this symbol? Take your OR and flip it. Okay, because I'm going to start writing a lot of formulas here that are going to have those symbols. So what number is included in A and B? 7? Just a 2 in there. That's it. Yep. You can put parentheses, brackets. I just roll with the braces. All right. Everybody good on our new symbols? OR is the U for union, and upside down U for intersection. Okay, these next 2 are not in your packet, so I just want you to relax. Tossing 2 pennies in the air. What's the probability of getting 2 heads on both? Both of them land heads up. Can you guys list out the possibilities before we just start spewing at the mouth? What are my possibilities? What's the probability of both of them have heads? Everyone agrees? Okay, I'm going to change the game now. What if you already knew the first coin that landed was a head? What's the probability now of getting 2 heads? So ready, here you go. First coin has landed. It is already a head. What is my probability now of getting 2 heads? Let's think about this, please, because it's not 1/4 anymore. It's a different probability. I am giving you that the first coin was ahead. What's the probability now that both of them will end up heads up? 13, what do we got? Right? It's already ahead. What's the probability now? 1 out of 2. Everyone see that? Because here's what I'm going to do to you today with these probabilities. You are not going to look at the total anymore. You're just going to look at a little smaller section of it. Okay, so it won't be out, the denominator won't be out of the total anymore. It'll be out of a smaller grouping of it. Okay, so here we go. New notation, ready to roll. What this is called is conditional probability. You are going to know that something is happening. So ready for the new notation. The probability, ready? We always do capital P, probability. An event B will occur. There you go, probability of B. That's nothing new. Here's what's new. Given. The symbol for given is a vertical line. The probability that B occurs given that A has already occurred. So we're going to write P, B given A. All right. Get ready for that new symbol, that vertical line. So A already happened. Now looking at just A, what's the probability that B is going to happen? Go back to our Venn diagram, because I know this doesn't make too much sense yet until now. You guys do me a favor, cross out part C in the conclusion for me. We're not doing that. We don't have time for that business. Everyone see my dots? I got circle A, I got circle B, I got something in common with them, right? Okay, I'm going to do this a lot. If you want to get frustrated, sorry, or get annoyed about it, read it for me first. All right, read it for me. We're good. What's the P? Probability that A occurs. What's the line mean again? Given B has already happened. B happened. So I am not looking at all the dots anymore in the Venn diagram. B has already happened, so I am only looking at the ones in B. B has already happened, given B. So now count the dots in B now. How many do I have in there? So now your probability is only going to be out of 12, not the whole thing, not the total number of dots now. See that? Because B has already occurred. Now, out of these 12 dots, what's the probability? How many are A? 4 out of the 12 there. Everyone see how that worked? I am not looking at the full picture anymore today. I'm only looking at what's given, and then out of what's given, what satisfies A, which was 4 of them. All right, let's flip the script. Read it for me. Ready? P, probability of B happening, line, given. Okay, so A now has occurred. So now I'm only looking at those because that's what just happened. How many dots do I have in there now? Okay, so it's only out of 10 now. It's only out of 10. And out of those 10, how many belong to B? There we go. So you see the little change up now. You're not looking at everything. You're only looking at what's given. Questions? Because now we're going to go to a table and do it. And you guys are going to start answering questions individually. Okay, remember our smoking asthma example? Remember we had the probabilities in there. Now I have actual number of people. So you can copy down. I'll save you guys time. They wanted us to go back and change those decimals into actual people, but I'll do it for you just to save some time. Now we're going to get crazy. All right, here we go, kids. There's two. They want you to leave it as a fraction and then as a decimal. Can we just leave it as a fraction? All right, you guys can do that in your calculator. Great, I know that. All right, but let's just leave it as a fraction. Ready for part A? A random student has asthma. It's not out of 1,000 anymore. It's not out of 1,000. A random student selected has asthma. Instead of being out of 1,000, what is it going to be out of now? How many students have asthma? 11? 100 and? So now it's out of 193. And then out of those 193, how many have at least one household member who smokes now? What number am I looking at now? 13? 120. Again, guys, once you're given something, you only look at that area. Don't look at the full table. All right. A randomly selected student does not have asthma. Does not have asthma. So now, not out of 1,000, but now this is going to be out of what? 6. Settle down. 807. Out of that 807, student has at least one household member who smokes. So how many out of that 807 are we looking at? 2. 301. Going too fast? Are we all right? Okay. A randomly selected student has at least one household member who smokes. Again, I'm not looking out of 1,000. I'm only looking out of 1. 421. Good look. So out of that 421, what's the probability the student has asthma? How many have asthma? 3 out of that 421. 120. Okay. And then cross out part D. I'm not worried about. That's not a probability. I don't care what we think. We all right? Okay. Another table, but notice what's missing now. Totals and new notation. New notation. Okay, ready? Part A. P. Probability they are male. What's that symbol for? Excuse me. Given they already have a. So we already know they have a bachelor's degree. So that's what I want you focused on in this table. They already have a bachelor's degree. So the only two numbers I'm concerned with here are right there. Already have a bachelor's degree. Which is how many people? 13 something, right? Out of those people who have a bachelor's, how many are male? 547. Guys, all right with that before I call on somebody now? All right, read it for me. Read it. Everyone can read. Help me read it. Probability of they're advanced, given they've already got, or given they're already female. So that's all I care about are the females here. All right, they're given. Hey, they're already female. They're already female. Out of those females, how many have an advanced degree? All right, here we go. Don't let me down here. 3 again. Here we go. $322 out of, sorry, Elaine, what do you have? 567. Questions there? Yes, Ray. Yeah, it should be all the females. Elena, letting me down. I thought for sure I didn't need to go to my own answer key if I got called on Elena. Thanks, Ray. So advance should be 322 out of Elena. You want a second go here? You all right? That's going to eat at you. I know. It's fine. Even the great ones make mistakes. I make them sometimes too, Elena. It's all right. It's all right. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, this is the same probability. I'm not even going to think about this. No. That was out of female. Now this is out of the advanced. So a little less population right now. Nine. Ready here? Five. 4. Okay, how many advanced? So, oh, sorry. Go. Yeah. All right. 322. I thought that was you were going to give me the bottom there. Out of 500. Okay. Are we 1 on the new notation and 2 finding it? Okay. Because here's the last thing we got to do. No more tables. Just straight up probability. I'll give you the probabilities. What do I do with them now? All right, because I'm pretty confident most of you can handle the tables now. Okay, so we have to have a formula we have to remember. Do you have your sheet I gave you on Tuesday, please? Sheet I gave you on Tuesday. We're going to write a little bit, going to get a little more detailed. Everyone see number 3 down below. It says conditional probability. How about that formula I gave you, huh? Out of given, given. That makes a lot of sense, right? I would also like you to say equals and go ahead and plug in that new formula, probability of A and B over A. And we're going to write it in our new symbol notation too. How do I write and now? What was our new symbol for today? Yes. Somebody said in 5th period a backwards U, and I was like, isn't that a U? We had a little chuckle over that. Yeah. So, but here's the bottom line. If you don't have a table, in the numerator goes whatever the 2 have in common. However many they have in common. On the bottom is whatever's given. Okay? So whatever they have in common on top over what's given in the bottom. Read through number 4, please. Read through number 4. I'm not a big fan of reading things to people. I would need to know how to read, right? So go ahead and read about the Brown School, number 4. No table here. There's actually one in the capital region.
The Brown School?
Yeah, it's Schenectady.
That's terrible.
I'm not joking. I'm looking at look it up. Why?
The Brown School?
It says at the Brown. It's like at the Bethlehem High School. What's the big difference?
I thought the school was called the Brown School. Like that was terrible. What in the...
Okay, moving on. Okay, first thing, Can we write this in symbolic notation, what it's asking me? Probability, someone help me read it here. Probability of what? Student takes. What do you want to resemble technology? T, fine. So the probability they take technology, given, what's the symbol for given here? Your vertical line, given they take, what do you want for math 8? An M? Sure. You want to do M8? Let's go crazy. Sure. I just threw myself into that one. Are you guys done just laughing at yourselves now? Good. All right, well, there's no table to get all these values from. But I was given the values I need, 0.12 and 0.16. Just where do they go? That's where the formula comes in now when I don't have a table. What goes on top is the probability of technology and math 8. Probability they take technology and math 8. And what do I put on the bottom? What's already given? Math 8. Probability they take math 8. And those values, until maybe on Monday, will always be given to you. So go ahead, reread the problem. I'm going to need somebody to let me know what's the probability they take both. Tech and math 8. What are the chances? 7. What's the chances they take both?
Based on what I've read,
0.12 divided by what was given, which is they take math 8 was given. So chances they take math 8 is 8.16. And now I just go to my calculator and find out the probability that if I have all the math 8 kids that they're going to take tech. And it is a point. So basically every 3 out of 4 kids who take math 8 take tech as well. All right. Questions there? Okay, this one definitely doesn't make us great. You guys can go ahead and read about the Key Club in AP Physics. This was an old Regents question too, by the way. All right, help me write out what I need here. Probability of what here, guys? Determine what? Probability of P, which stands for physics, given symbol K, Key Club. So I want to know what's the probability someone takes physics that's already in Key Club. All right, they're already in Key Club. What's the probability they're in physics then? All right, so here we go. On top, we always put what in the numerator of these given probabilities? Both happening, right? So I need to know what's the probability they're in physics and Key Club. What always goes in the denominator? Whatever was given. What was given to us in this one? Key Club. So that's what I need right now. Because I threw 3 values at you here and you only need 2 of them. Please read carefully. What are the chances they're in both? Because that's my numerator. Here we go. 1, chances they're in both. 1.9. Over. Whew. People always get mixed up on this next one. Chances they're in Key Club. Read the problem carefully. Chances they're in Key Club. 13. Nice, thank you. A lot of people always say 8.6 because they see it next to the K. instead of reading it carefully. Nice. All right, here we go. I'll do it with you. 1.9 divided by 2.3. Read the directions, though. What's it say? Okay, more than 10th, though. Keep reading. Of a percent. This is not of a percent up here. Okay, anyway, how do I make it into a percent? Multiply it by 100.
Oh, wait a second.
Now nearest tenth of a percent. It's not 83. 83 is a whole percent. Tenth, 82.6%. So here, and we're not done yet. I'm going to do some homework problems with you. So if you're in Key Club, there's an 82.6% chance you're also in physics. Great. Questions there? Okay, let's go to some of your homework questions because I'm using as much time as I can today. Number 2 on your homework. I'm going to see if somebody can do this one with me after you read it. A lot of numbers flying at you. A lot of numbers. Ten, you ready? I just want to know the question, Bella. That's it. Identify what the question is. So what do we already know? They're in Algebra 2. So I am not using this 650 at all. We're already in Algebra 2. How many are already in Algebra 2? Okay, so my denominator is out of 468. Everybody good there? Not 650, because I already know they take Algebra 2. All right, now be careful here. Oh boy, come on. I got to finish this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, out of these 468, how many take physics? Ooh, be careful. That's how many just take how many are enrolled in physics. Remember what we always put on top too? Both, right? We always put both on top. So and that would be how many? 180, yep.
Track practice will be canceled for today. Thank you.
Everybody good? 180, because you always put the both on top. All right, you always put the both. And this comes out to be what decimal there, Bella? Yep. Everyone okay there? Yes.
Do you want us to write out all of this too?
No, I don't. We're gonna write it out as a class so you can see it and identify it.
I just did that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But you got to know what this is saying, though. Okay. Well, go to number 6. Go to number 6. Number 6A. 6A asks you to do what first? Not just fill it in, create one, right? I don't want you to create it. I just want you to fill it in. Here you go. Here's 6. We're ready for the weekend, huh?
We're ready.
There you go. There's the base B-ball, no B-ball, soccer, no soccer. So you can fill it in based on that and then answer the questions. Okay, again, I can't. It hurt some of you guys yesterday that you don't practice this stuff big time if you saw your grade. Okay, it hurts. Even the most talented ones in here, it hurts. All the answers are always up on Aspen too, so everyone get a chance to copy that bad boy? Okay. Behave.